1944. Europe was burning. Ammunition was running out. Hunger was unbearable. And inside every German soldier's mind, there was only one fear. If I surrender, I won't survive. Then something fell from the sky. Not bombs. Paper. A small leaflet. Part of World War II psychological warfare, with a message that changed everything. You will not be harmed. That single piece of paper became a British secret weapon, forcing 84,000 trained German soldiers to surrender without a single bullet fired. One of the most shocking World War II surrender stories ever recorded. This is not just a story of war. It is a story of the human mind and warfare. Asterisk. In World War II, most battles were decided by raw, merciless power. Steel crushed flesh. Tanks rolled through cities. Artillery tore the earth apart, and bombers turned nights into firestorms. Victory was measured in destroyed defenses and broken bodies. Millions of men died because commanders believed fear could only be controlled through violence, pain, and overwhelming force. War was loud, war was brutal, and war showed no mercy. But in the middle of this destruction, Britain discovered something different, something far more dangerous than bombs. By 1944, German forces were still standing on the battlefield, still holding rifles, still wearing uniforms. But inside, many of them were already defeated. Supply lines had collapsed, food was scarce, ammunition was limited, officers were dead, missing, or silent. Weeks of constant bombardment had left soldiers exhausted, hollow, and numb. Yet, despite all this, many German soldiers continued to fight, not because they believed they could win, but because they believed surrender meant death. Nazi propaganda had succeeded in planting one powerful emotion deep into every soldier's mind: fear. From the first day of training, they were told that Allied forces would torture prisoners, starve them, or execute them without mercy. Posters, speeches, and officers repeated the same message again and again. To surrender was not survival. It was betrayal. It was execution. This fear kept men fighting, long after hope, logic, and reason had disappeared. British intelligence understood this reality. They realized that killing soldiers was not the hardest part of war. Breaking the fear that chained them to their weapons was far more difficult. So, Britain made a bold decision. They chose not to fight fear with more fear. They chose to fight it with trust. Out of this idea was born a simple but revolutionary weapon: the Safe Conduct Pass. The leaflet did not shout. It did not insult Hitler or mock Germany. It did not threaten revenge or promise punishment. Instead, it spoke calmly, clearly, and respectfully. Written in perfect German, it looked officially almost boring. Like a legitimate military document, its message was direct and precise. If you surrender, you will not be harmed. You will receive food, medical treatment, shelter. You will be protected under international law, under the Geneva Convention. The leaflet even explained exactly how to surrender safely, how to approach Allied lines, how to show the paper, how to survive. No insults, no threats, no humiliation. Just facts. And facts were more powerful than propaganda. Millions of these leaflets were printed and dropped, but not randomly. British planners waited for the right moment. After bombings, during and when units were cut off, starving, and abandoned, when hope was already fading. In those moments, the soldier holding a rifle was no longer thinking about ideology or victory. He was thinking about living. For a man who believed surrender was death, the leaflet offered something revolutionary: a way out. At first, only a few soldiers came forward, quietly, cautiously, holding the paper in trembling hands. Then more followed. Small groups became lines, lines became columns. Soon, entire units were walking toward Allied positions without resistance. No gunfire, no final stand, no last orders. Just silence and relief. In just 1 month, 84,000 German soldiers laid down their weapons. British soldiers later recalled prisoners arriving calm, exhausted, and emotional. Many clutched the leaflet like a lifeline. Some said they trusted that piece of paper more than their own commanders. British officers were stunned. Artillery could destroy bodies, they said, but leaflets destroyed the will to fight. Compared to tanks, aircraft, and shells, paper cost almost nothing. It became known as the cheapest weapon of the war, but its impact was priceless. This single operation reshaped modern warfare forever. After World War II, psychological operations became a permanent part of military strategy. Information warfare, morale-based tactics, and influence campaigns all trace their roots back to this moment. Because World War II proved one timeless truth: the most powerful battlefield is not land, sea, or air. The strongest battlefield is the human mind.